I've made something that I'm obsessed with, and I'm about to share it with you all. So, I've made a D&D character journal for my character, Honey, and my god, I'm so obsessed with them, and I'm so obsessed with this journal, and I can't wait to show you everything that I did. First, I want to talk about the materials that I used. So it was mostly just craft paper from Hobby Lobby and Michaels. I printed out a bunch of photos from Pinterest that I thought would fit Honey's vibe that I really liked, and printed those out on just regular copy paper. And then I used a bunch of midliners to color, and I think it turned out really good. I also used, let me find it really quick. I used a bunch of midliners. I also used these fine liner pens. They don't have like a brand or anything on them. I just got them a long time ago and I thought that it would work. And also this dual tip pen, which is also really old. Washi tape, just random washi tape that I got from Hobby Lobby and Michaels, and graph glue. So that's all the materials that I used, and all the ones that I can remember, like the midliner, I'll link down in the description below so you can find your own midliners too. So I wanted to do a little overview of the journal itself. I think that I did really well with this considering that I'm not super artistic. The portrait drawn of Honey was actually done by my partner's brother, Charlie. So Charlie, if you're watching this, Illy, thank you so much for drawing that. I just have like stickers on the side and some see-through post-it notes that I can put on the pages if I need to. And that's pretty much the first page. We go to the next one and it's all of my stats, starting with the main stats, my saving throws, some advantages that I have, and then on the next page we have just the actual stats of skills that I have on my character. The next page is just a little bit more information about my character, things that are important to note. I have bottled respite and shaped self, a little more artsy, and just some more information about my character, like the bonus actions. I actually can fly now. We are level 7, so that's pretty cool. Gonna go to the next page. For spells, I still don't know how exactly I want to do this. I think I'm just gonna really have a brainstorm about it later, because I didn't want to like make it too fancy, and I'm tracking my spells on D&D Beyond, so I literally just wanted to have a list of spells that I have. Also, the Warlock Pack of the Tome page is so pretty. I love that. I wanted to have just a list of all my spells. That way I can refer to them when I need to. Now we're going on to Sibba's portion. Sibba is the patron of Honey. Honey is a warlock. And there's like a lot of lore that I'm finding out with Sibba, and it's super cool. And so I made that page and this next page to kind of reflect Sibba's whole vibe. That is a quote from Sibba: learn for me, do what I could not. And I really took that to heart in Honey's character. On this next page we have some like lore that I have of Sibba. There's some more, but that's what I could remember off the top of my head. On to the next page, if I can get the paper. We're gonna go on to Honey's journal. I'm using this as more as a RP thing rather than actually tracking my sessions in here. I'm using it as an actual journal for Honey. So I made it all pretty, all Honey's aesthetic, and on the next page I have quotes that Honey has said throughout the campaign. Just a little quotes page. I thought it was really cool. My favorite being, I came into this world knowing nothing, feeling nothing, and being nothing. And then I just have like all the rest of the pages that I gotta fill out. And that's like the simple overview of it. I think that's just a simple overview of it. We're gonna get more in detail in just a second, actually. So I wanted to talk more about honey themselves. So honey is a plasmoid warlock, Pact of the Tome, with a really interesting dynamic. As you know, plasmoids were introduced in the Spelljammers, but we're using it in a more fantasy setting. Honey was basically, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? Honey is very childish. However, that is only because they are learning from the world around them. Honey is not naive. Honey's very clever, and wants to learn everything that the world of Terre has to offer. We've had some really interesting adventures so far. The campaign's been going on for about a year and 3 months, a year and 4 months. September was a year. Math. A year and 4 months. So it's been going on for quite a long time. We're about halfway through the campaign right now. And I have just been so engrossed with Honey and the campaign setting and the story that my DM is showing us and telling us. Honey is very, what's the word? Brain. Honey is very curious, and Honey loves to learn about the world around them in every aspect. Honey is able to grasp like simple concepts like material things and history. However, they have a kind of a hard time grasping things like love and companionship and laughter, even not really understanding what it is. And that's where the party comes in. The party, Liv Moss, has actually been such a asset to Honey's journey and how Honey sees the world around them. We have had some character deaths, and I think Honey was really affected by Zev's character dying and doesn't really understand what death is, just knows that it's not something Honey wants to experience. I feel like Honey is an embodiment of myself in a way, and I also think that like every single time someone plays D&D, they put themselves into the character. In my regard, I think that Honey is like the childhood wonder that I've always had, and the curiosity to learn that I've always had, and being able to put this PC into a story that really affects me and helps me achieve that childlike wonder again has really helped me in multiple ways. If you want to know more about our campaign, I think I will be uploading a video about our campaign if the DM allows it. I think that this campaign that I'm in is just so groundbreaking and so like fulfilling. I think if you want to make a character journal like this, you certainly should, and it really helps dive into your character and helps you like think about their actions and what their aesthetic is and how they feel. If they were to make a journal, how would they make it and what would they put in it? And I think that's really important to think about as a PC, as a player. And I think that making these character journals is going to be a staple for me from now until I stop playing D&D, which is hopefully never. But I think if you're wanting to make one, don't be too perfectionist, you know? Because I feel like, yes, it's your hand and it's your product that you're making, but it's also your characters. So if your character is a perfectionist, then sure, make it as pretty and perfectionist-esque as you want. But if your character is more like run-of-the-mill or go with the flow, like I think that you should embody that when you're making this journal. Anyways, rant over. I look forward to seeing what Honey gets up to, and hopefully you do too, because I post about them all the time. Anyways, if you want to do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, comment, feel free to. It really helps out the channel, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye!